Hey guys, I'm Coach Vernon, and this video is just to kind of recap what we had at our Swimformation meeting. So if you were unable to attend that for whatever reason, we are going to go through and recap all of the information that you need in order to get ready for tryouts. Okay, the first things are the most important, the first two items. Number one is you've got to get a physical completed. You'll find that on the parent view website. If you don't know your login, you can email, I think there's a link on Walton's website on who to email, and they can get you kind of fixed as far as that goes. But you'll go on to parent view, and then near the bottom left you'll see a link for athletic registration. So you'll want to go through that process. You will need to get a physical form completed, and it needs to be current as of this year. I believe that the cutoff is somewhere around May 5th. It's like the end of when athletics ended last school year. So they should have that information on that as you're going through. So just make sure to keep an eye out for that. When you go and register, make sure that you select swim and dive as one of the sports that you're registering for, so it'll show up for us when we search for your physical. And then the other place that you need to go is to the online registration form on the Walton Swim and Dive website. Okay, so you will find that on the main page of the Walton Swim and Dive site, right down here to registration. That'll take you to where you need to go. Okay, and what that does is it lets us get an idea of numbers for tryouts so that we can hold an efficient set of tryouts. Okay, and this year especially with trying to keep everything safe. Another suggested link I always put is on the link section of the Swim and Dive website. You will see some links to the local clubs that are around the area, and many of them do a high school boot camp to kind of get people ready to try out for high school. So you'll just need to check with some of the individual clubs on who may be hosting that this year especially. Tryout information. So the location of tryouts is going to be for swim. It's going to be at Mount Bethel North Campus, the Mount Bethel Upper School. The address is listed on here, and you can find this website or this worksheet, the information sheet, on the Walton Swim and Dive website again under team info and tryouts. There will be a link to that right here. Okay. For dive, it's going to be at Cobb Aquatic Center on Fairground. So you can put that in Google Maps, or I will add the address to this on this worksheet as well for that. Freshmen and new swimmers will be trying out Monday, October 12th at 8 p.m. And this year we may have two separate slots, possibly 8 and 8:45. There is the possibility, depending on numbers also, that we may need to do female swimmers on the first day and male swimmers on Tuesday. But for as of right now, it is still going to say where new swimmers are Monday, October 12th, and returning swimmers on October 13th, again at 8, and possibly a second slot for 8:45. Divers will be the same days. Check the website as we get closer to tryouts for what time it will be. We should be able to have that updated by the end of this week, today being September 9th. And the middle school tryouts will more than likely be on the following Monday and Tuesday. So some other helpful things as far as tryouts go, either on the website or on the second page of this, you'll see some suggested times here. These do not mean that you will automatically make the team if you swim that time, and depending how numbers work out this year especially, these numbers are just kind of a guideline, okay? So keep that in mind as you're looking at these. Always look to be, it's one of the reasons why we suggest the boot camp, because we have a lot of swimmers try out, and so the more in shape you are as far as your regular swimming shape, then the better the chances you'll have as far as that goes. Don't miss tryouts. That's a big one. Every year I get a couple swimmers that email me frantically after tryouts are over and they haven't been to the information session or registered or done physicals. So please make sure that you're on top of things and ready to go. Swimmers with state cuts. Okay, if you have a state cut and are a returning swimmer, then please do not try out. Okay, especially with numbers this year, trying to keep those a little bit lower for tryouts. If you are a new swimmer with a state cut, you may optionally try out. Although this year, again, if you want to just submit your state cut, then that would be sufficient as well. To do that, you can just email me, ty.vernon@cobk12.org, and I will verify your times on USA Swimming. The results for tryouts will be posted on Wednesday, October 14th on the Walton website, waltonswimdive.com. And the Thursday, that same week, October 15th at 6:30 p.m., we will have a virtual opening banquet. This is mandatory for swimmers and a parent or guardian. So please make sure that you and a guardian attends, and try to keep that under one login so you're just watching on the same screen. That'll help to keep the stream work a little bit more efficiently. At this meeting, the reason it's mandatory is because we will go over everything from what equipment you need all the way to what the season may look like this year. And things will be very fluid this year, so even there we may not have all of the answers and even all of the schedule ironed out by that point. If you have any questions, you can direct those to the Swim Dive Gmail or to one of the coaches' emails. Finally, the tryout format, what it's actually going to look like, what you will swim is we're going to have a brief warm-up, then we will have a timed 50 free, then we will have a timed 100 free, then a timed 50 choice, which is not freestyle, and then a second timed 50 choice that is different from all of the previous ones. So in other words, you might swim butterfly for your first 50 choice and breaststroke for your second 50 choice. Okay, so there's one event that you won't swim at all, so you'll just pick kind of what you feel most comfortable with on those. Okay, I think that takes care of everything. All of this information will be updated on waltonswimdive.com, so please make sure to continuously check the website, as things will definitely be subject to change this year. Thank you for watching.